It is time for another 3 looks 1 palette. This time we are using the Natasha Denona Retro palette. If you have been watching my channel, you know that I have a not so secret love affair with this eyeshadow palette. It is pretty much, since I purchased it over a month ago, it is pretty much the only eyeshadow palette I have been using on the daily. I really love it and I am very excited to play with it and create 3 looks for you guys. So let's go ahead and get started. Now before we do, you know the drill, let's do the YouTubey things. Go ahead and give this video a thumbs up, subscribe, hit that notification bell. It helps my channel out so much and we are so close to 2,000 you guys, so I would appreciate it if you could subscribe so much. And now let's get into look 1. Look 1. Now I had a comment from one of you guys and I thought that it was a very good idea, and it was to do my 3 looks 1 palette with like a look I'd wear to work, a look I'd wear to like shopping or out with the girls or something, and then like a look, like a more glam look that I would wear to like an event or something. So that is the style that I'm gonna do today, but pretty please let me know in the comments down below if you like this kind of a style of 3 looks 1 palette, or if you just want me to do more glamish looks, if you know what I mean, like kind of like the ones that I normally do. Anyway, let me know please your thoughts. But I liked this idea because honestly my makeup from like work, day, events, even on YouTube, it can vary. So I wanted to show you guys. Now this is a look that I 100% would wear to work. So let's go ahead and recreate it. It is very simple. So I'm just priming with my NARS primer. So dipping into the palette, we're just taking the color Mod to begin with. This is just on like a flat brush and I'm just going to set the primer with that color. Okay, perfect. Now I'm taking my Delium Tools 785 and we're going into Nude Mauve, which is this stunning, like, it's like a really neutral nude, but at the same time it has just a very slight mauve to it. It's quite unique, it's very pretty. And all we're doing is fluffing it through the crease, like we do. We fluff through the crease. P.S. I've noticed that every time I do eyeshadow looks when I do this eye, the mattes look a little bit patchy when they first go on. I can assure you that that is like my eye skin type thing, because this eye doesn't do that. Yes, I could do eye looks on this eye, but this is my bad side, so we're not going to do that. But, and this eye is less hooded as well. But yeah, I noticed that they kind of skip a little bit, but it's very much an eye, like me and I thing, not a, eyeshadow quality thing, if that makes sense. Picking up my 781 from Delium Tools, I'm going into Go-Go right here. I'm pretty sure that's what it's called. Yeah, Go-Go. Now this is a cream to powder formula. I love this shadow. Quite often I will just put this particular shadow all over the lid and that's it. It's a really beautiful shadow. And because it's that cream to powder formula, it's like my favorite Natasha formula personally. I know some people feel a bit hit and miss about them. I really like them. I really like them. And what we're gonna do is we're just gonna build this pretty much all over the lid except for this inner corner bit here. Then I just picked up a flat shader brush and I went into Vivian right here, which is like a really soft baby mauve is how I would describe it. But like almost, it's like a touch of mauve, but more so also a baby pink. It's really quite nice. And I'm just putting that in here just to lighten the inner corner up a little bit. And then I'm just gonna pick Go-Go up and kind of blend it in here. Now you totally could skip this step and honestly just put Go-Go all over the lid. I just find with my hooded eyes, if I create a little bit of dimension like this, it looks like I have more of a lid, like, or like a crease, that kind of a thing. So it's very subtle, but I just find it makes a difference for me, but you totally do not have to do it. The other shade that I picked up, which is completely optional, like you could honestly just leave this eye like this and run Go-Go underneath your lower lash line and be done with it. But I'm gonna pick up this shadow right here, which is called Amara. And I'm picking this up on my ref of 14, and I'm not picking up a lot, like just a small amount, but I'm just going to concentrate it. Like I'm not coming in any more than halfway. I'm just going to concentrate it in that little outer corner bit there. Again, I just find that with my hooded eyes, this just creates a little bit of depth and dimension and just makes them look like they have that, a little bit more of that kind of like actual lid space. I don't know if that makes any form of sense to you guys. It does to me though. Okay, now I'm just picking up Go-Go on a shader brush and I'm going to run this underneath the lower lash line. Now I just dipped back into that original Mod shade that I used to set my eye primer, and I'm just popping that on the inner corner. Generally, if I'm going to work, I do not want a sparkly inner corner. I don't know why, I just don't. Now I'm gonna take the nude side of this Charlotte Tilbury liner and just put that on my lower waterline, but I'm not putting any black or anything on my top one. And I'm taking my Rare Beauty mascara because I use this. This is like the most perfect daily mascara, you know? It's like the right amount of Voom for the day. I shall be right. Actually, I'm just gonna go and do this off camera and then I'll be back to show you the finished look, okay? Okay. And this is finished makeup look 1. What do we think? This is 110% what I would wear to work. I pretty much switched between the pinky tones and the nudie tones, and that's what you get, and I love it. I really love how fresh and simple this look is. Usually I will go monochromatic as well. It's pretty, like, it's pretty easy. But yeah, let me know what you think. I still honestly think, I think this eyeshadow is beautiful. I really love this Natasha, like this Go-Go shadow is what I'm trying to spit out there. The Go-Go shadow is one of my favorite shades in this palette, which is hilarious because it is very plain, but I love it. Anyway, let's move on to look 2. Welcome back for look 2. Let's get started. I've primed with my NARS eye primer. Now let's go ahead and dip into, what's this called? Rebellion. We're going into Rebellion right here, which is another cream to powder. There's so many cream to powders in this palette actually. I love it. I'm here for it. I like the formula. So I'm taking Rebellion and I'm taking it on this angled brush from Delium Tools, and I'm going to pop this on the inner and outer corners. This is my Refa 12 brush. It's just a little bit smaller to get in this inner corner bit here. Okay, so now I'm picking up my Delium Tools 783 and I'm just gonna kind of start blending this out a little bit. This is still the shade Rebellion on here, and we're just going to smoke it out some. Just really like how easy and malleable these cream to powders are to work with. And then you just get that no fallout. It's such a divine little formula. Now I'm picking up my Delium Tools Fluffy Blending Brush and we're going into this color right here again, which is Nude Mauve. And I'm just going to run that through the crease as well. And then I'm just taking Rebellion on a pencil brush and running that across the whole lower lash line as well. Now I'm taking that same pencil brush and I'm going into this dark brown right here, which is called Opart. And I'm just gonna pick that up and run that underneath the lower lash line. And then I'm also going to pop this into the inner and outer corners with that same pencil brush. Actually, no, I used the Refa, what is this, 12. I used the Refa 12 brush for this. Now, I actually did put a little bit of this Milk Hydro Grip Primer in the center here, and it actually looked quite lovely, so I shall use that. Now, we're taking, firstly, this pink, which is Psychedelic. This is just on my flat shaded brush, 773 from Delium. And we're just gonna press this over the middle of the lid like a halo. Isn't that a pretty shade? Oh, I like that pink. It's such a beautiful, like, princessy pink. And then I'm gonna go into Glitz, which is this pink right here. And it just adds a little extra vavoom to that center lid. Then the last step was I took the color Mod right here and I popped it into the inner corner. There's enough glitz and glam going on, we don't need any more. Taking my Charlotte Tilbury liner on my, like the black side of this liner on the top waterline, and then I'm also taking Colourpop Joyride, which is like a really beautiful maroon, and then I'm taking my Kosas mascara, and I will be right back to show you the finished look. And this is a finished look 2. Now look 2 was gonna be like my shopping kind of vibey one, but I got a little bit like, this is my glam one. This is what I would wear out to dinner or to an event or something like that. Let's be real, it's vavoom. Vavoom. And I'm here for it. I really like the kind of like berry like tones, and it's like, I don't know the vibe of this, but I really like it. And halfway through I was like, ugh, but then it's really pulled together and I'm enjoying it. So finished look 2. Let's go ahead and do look 3. Welcome back for look number 3. This is more like my everyday casual shopping vibes, and to be honest, I would do the same mattes and then just like interchange the shimmers really if I was doing like brunch or shopping or that kind of a thing. Now I actually primed with my Makeup by Mario eye primer little set right here today. I know, not NARS. Who am I? I'm actually really enjoying this. Fun fact. Now let's just go ahead, let's get stuck straight into this look. Now the first thing I did was I just took Mod on my Rephr 15. I should know these off by heart by now. And I just casually ran that through the crease really lightly here. Next up, we are taking Nude Mauve, which is this color right here. This is on my Delium Tool 776 and I'm just fluffing it through the crease. Concentrating it in the outer corner, not building it up too much. I don't want it to be like super smoky. I mean, this is pretty smoky, but you know. Also, it's raining really hard here today where I live, so if you can hear that, sorry. I'm just switching to my Rephr 14 with that same Nude Mauve and I'm just packing this into the outer corner right here and also gonna run this underneath the lower lash line just softly. So next I picked up Amara right here and this is just on my Rephr 13 and I'm just popping that into the crease underneath where we put Nude Mauve. I'm actually taking my Milk Hydro Grip primer and I'm using this, I've been using this as like the fetish eyes lately and I really I like it for it. I do, I like it. Now I'm going into Helio, which is this color here, which honestly looks so much lighter in the pen than what it comes out on the eyes, but it's still really pretty. I'm just picking that up. I'm just gonna wet the brush because I don't want it to fall out all over my face as well. And I'm just going to tap this pretty much 3/4 over the lid. This is just on a Delium Tool 773. I really like this palette for the everyday looks because it's not super like in your face. It's just really nice and wearable. Then I've just got my Charlotte Tilbury Hollywood Duo liner and I'm going to do the black on the top and then the champagne on the bottom waterline. So I'll just go do that. And then I'm also putting on my Charlotte Tilbury Pillow Talk mascara, which I've really been enjoying as well, fun fact. And then I will come back and finish up this looksy. Okay, and this is the finished look 3 using the Natasha Denona Retro palette. This is exactly what I would wear to kind of go shopping or to lunch or something. Probably not to a breakfast vibe. I probably would just wear no makeup, to be honest with you, or very little. But yeah, like if I'm doing something a little bit more glam, like going to shopping or something like that, then I mean, not grocery shopping, you guys, like a shopping day. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying, right? Anyway, what do you guys think? This was 3 looks. I love this palette. I will say this is a palette that I reach for on the daily. You probably like, it's one of those palettes, it's like Natasha Denona Glam. You don't see it a whole lot on my channel, but it's because it's just like my staple everyday kind of palette. I really love them. I love the quality of it. I almost love the quality of this even more than Glam, to be honest. I think she's just, it's a whole other level and I want to see more palettes like these, like retro and glam. I want more because to me they are just absolutely exceptional. But yeah, let me know your thoughts. What was your favorite look? And that is it. If you're watching until this point, you're an absolute legend. Thank you so much. I truly appreciate you. Please don't forget to give the video a thumbs up, subscribe, hit that notification bell. I hope you have an amazing day wherever you are in the world and I will see you next time. Bye. Behave yourself, please. Fluff through the crease. Fluff through the crease. So embarrassing. Where's my brush? Brush. Oh my god, look at that chunk. Ugh. As we do, we fluff through the crease. Fluff through the crease. Do.